Why people tie their phones to trees in this village. Some villages pray for rain, some for harvest, but there's one community where people walk into the forest and tie their mobile phones to trees like sacrificial offerings. But why? Welcome to Nurpur, Uttar Pradesh, India, a place that went viral because villagers literally hang their phones on tall wooden poles or tree branches just to catch a mobile signal. And yes, it's completely real. For years, Nurpur and nearby hamlets struggled with almost zero network coverage. Phone towers were too far, digital infrastructure was weak, and inside homes, the signal would vanish entirely. But villagers noticed something strange. In certain parts of the local forest, especially around older trees and higher points, they could catch a fleeting bar or two of mobile signal, just enough to connect a call. So instead of holding their phones in the air or climbing rooftops, they began tying phones to tree branches using scarves, wires, ropes, even cloth strips. Then they would connect their devices to Bluetooth earphones, stand below the tree, and talk as if the tree itself had become a network tower. The logic wasn't mystical, it was practical. Trees in that area sit on slightly elevated terrain, where signals bounce more easily. When villagers tied their phones to trees, the devices stayed perfectly still, at the highest possible point, without human shaking or movement, which made the faint network hold more steadily. Soon the forest became a strange hybrid, part communication center, part public meeting spot, part symbol of rural digital struggle. Over time, it became cultural. If someone needed to make an urgent call, they walked to the trees. If a relative abroad called, family members rushed to the forest with their phones dangling like fruit on branches. Even local shopkeepers began using the trees as makeshift mobile booths. The villagers jokingly started calling the trees network trees. Reports from local Indian newspapers, regional media, and digital rights groups have all confirmed this unusual practice. Despite multiple complaints to telecom companies, the infrastructure gap remained. Ironically, while India pushes cashless systems, mobile apps, and digital governance, villages like Nurpur still depend on trees to stay connected to the world. The sight of dozens of phones tied to branches looks bizarre to outsiders, almost ritualistic. But for the people living there, it is a survival tactic, a way to communicate when the modern world fails them. A reminder that technology doesn't always evolve equally for everyone, and perhaps an unintentional metaphor for how rural communities must improvise when the system ignores them. Here's a quick question. If your phone stopped working at home, would you adapt creatively as these villagers did, or demand the system change?